Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Project Ozone 3. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. So, last episode, we got everything, went to the Twilight Forest, set up some power, set up our latex. We've got plenty of latex, everything's filled up. Matter of fact, this stuff's all filled up, it has stopped. Not worried about that today. Since last episode, I recorded a video for yesterday, and when I went back through it, I hated it. We're messing with Lordcraft. Lordcraft is one of those mods that has some really cool stuff, but it completely aggravated the crap out of me to the point where the video just wound up suffering, and was just absolutely terrible. So, I haven't finished Lordcraft yet. We're going to get into it. We're going to do some stuff with it today, because there's a couple things that I want to do. So, as far as quest-wise goes, I have completed a bunch of quests. Basically, the things that you're going to need for this mod are inscription tiles. You're going to need a ton of them. A ton of them. They're made... Let's try that again. The Ember Crystals, Mana Infused Ingot, Paper, Simple Crystals. Mana Infused Ingot is what was aggravating me. I made 100 trips to Twilight Forest trying to find Mana Infused Ingots and Mithril and all that stuff, and it got to the point where it was just aggravating me because I kept needing more and more and more and more and more, and I didn't realize we were going to need that much when I started out. So I trashed it. I spent a few hours just vein mining the crap out of Twilight Forest and got a bunch. Now, early game tools for mining. You can get titanium. It's pretty easy to find in the Twilight Forest. This makes basically a diamond pickaxe. And it's been great. It's a good way of using for mining something without having to worry about using your diamonds. So anyways, Lordcraft. Way Lordcraft works. When you get... What quest was it? This quest here, you get your Book of Knowledge. Book of Knowledge contains all the information that you're going to need. Basically, you're going to have to do research. Research is where all this mod comes into play. And everything that you need. Basically, you start off, you have just the basics. None of this stuff is, all of it's all red except for these, and these are all locked where you can't do anything with. So you pick a crystal to start off with. Once you pick one, you cannot pick anything else until after you have got all the way down to this research right here and complete it. You do not have to, as you're doing the research, all you've got to do is complete the research part itself. You don't have to make the item. So I went with light. Basically you do this one. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and do which one is it that's easy? Well, let's see here. They're all right here. Searing crystals are made with lava. Bright crystals, floating crystals is quartz. We got quartz. Let's do that. So everything in this mod is fairly is fairly easy to get. Most things you'll see. This will tell you it's a regular crafting table. The thing that got me was like creating these. You've got to craft these inside of the Arcane Workbench. They cannot be crafted anywhere else. And if you don't have the research done, like we're fixing to do the air one, it will not allow you to craft it. You've got to complete the research. So, with the research is actually pretty easy. It's more time consuming than anything else. If you look at this, we got a bunch of dots. Down here, it'll tell you that you need to map out the letter A. Now, I've already mapped out most everything after going through what I have through the first bit. So that's easy enough. Basically, you need to have these inscription tiles in your inventory. Each time you do one of these letters, it's going to take one of them. But if you pull up your JEI, you can see that every single one of these tiles have a letter. And we're needing the letter A. You look at this one, see that it's one line. All you got to do is connect the dots. Then click on the A. You see we lost one over here, and we've now switched to the letter E. Now the nice thing is once you've learned these, you can come over here. We now need the letter E. We can find the letter E and click on it. It automatically puts it on there, and we can just zip right on through these. It takes several times or several letters to do it. You're spelling out basically this stuff. Spelling out light, spelling out fire, spelling out water, spelling out tools, spelling out robes. I don't remember exactly what it was spelling these out. But if you have... That's not what I wanted. I wanted to research. Let's click on this. So if you want to just doing the letters themselves won't take any tiles. Like we're missing here the letter, it's P, Q, I guess it is. Yeah. Even though this isn't the letter Q, we can click on this and make the letter Q. What is that? That's 4. And click on this, and it gives us the letter Q, but it didn't change this. It doesn't reset or anything like that. You just got to continue through it. And if we go over here to our Arcane Workbench, we can take our simple crystals with our nether quartz, and we can now make floating crystals. It's going to actually give us a quest reward. Basically, this entire mod runs off of mana, and it's not the same kind of mana that Botania has. It's kind of like a air mana. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, so your main things, we've got this Arcane Inscriber. This is more or less for just making the letters. You can do it this way, get all the letters. The only reason why I made it is because it is a quest. So quest wise, we got that done now, but that's a quest. We've got mana infused dust. Mana infused dust has 2 different recipes. You've got this recipe, which you've got to make first, and then there's the Arcane Forge. But to make the Arcane Forge, you need at least 1. So, but the Arcane Forge is this right here. It is, we can put that in there. It works as a free furnace. It's slow. You can upgrade these. There's higher tiers. I've not upgraded them yet. It'll smelt all your items out. It doesn't do double anything or anything like that. And then you've got this area up here, which is used with crafting any of your mana stuff. We have, if we click on this, we've got light mana, and then it says air siphon required. In order to store mana, in order to use mana, you've got to make these siphons. Each one of them, pretty easy recipe: iron, glass, and crystal, whichever crystal you are using, or whichever siphon that you're using. Put that in there, and will allow you to store 1,000 mana. And we can right click on it with 1, and you see we have 1,000 of 1,000 mana. And if we look in here, you can left click on this to cycle through the mana. And it started, and we will get the mana infused dust. We're going to need another one in there. We're going to make next thing that we're going to need, because we are going to make the armor and probably make the. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and make the tools. Let's grab a stick. Let's sleep. Oh, we've got a blood moon. Did I miss that? Yes, I did miss that. So there is a blood moon. Or not the blood moon, there is a stick. I don't know if we can do this in a regular crafting table, if it has to be done in... cannot be done in that one. Can it be done in this one? It can. So now with these tools, each kind of crystal gives you a different, can give you a different perk. But you can also make, I believe it's, yeah, some of these will actually give you some of the perks too. We're going to make a couple of these, and that's the reason why we are continuing with doing some of this Lordcraft stuff, because I do want to get some of the stuff here. So let's do that and that. That gives us the windswept stone. And if we look, we've got jump boost, speed 2, and I think it's got haste 2 with it. Let's take that off. Yeah. And we can just put that up here. Can we not put the... Nope. We've actually got to have it in our hands. We can carry it in our offhand. Can it be War as a Bauble? No, it cannot. So we can use that while we are running around. The other one I want to make is this Orb of Light. So let's do that. This is not any of it. None of this stuff is quest stuff. So this gives us saturation and absorption, which is nice. We're going to, but that's not what I want it for. I want it because we can use this and place down lights. So hit F7 here. So it's a different light source. I don't know if these will cause any kind of actual lag or something like that. It looks like they might. But it does give us a different way for lights. Plus it also gives us saturation and absorption. But we can also use these crystals to make some armor. And I believe the armor will give us the exact same thing. But in order to do that, we need to make mana infused fabric, which is the mana infused shard, which we just made right here. We need one of those for each one of these, and a piece of leather. And of course leather I do not have yet, so we're going to take care of that. Alright, so we are going to make an atomic reconstructor. Should be fairly standard stuff. Black quartz. We're going to need more iron than that. We've got redstone, and we're going to need some sticks. Okay, so as far as how I was getting paper, sticks. Paper's actually pretty easy to get in this pack. It always switches on me when I do that. I started out using this recipe here. Remember this one. Sawdust, water gives you paper. But there is a recipe for 3 sawdust and paper, or for 3 sawdust and it gives you 6 paper. Of course, you can get sawdust just by using your hammer on a piece of wood. So yeah, getting paper, if you're stuck on that, it's pretty easy. I was stuck on it for a minute. I was trying to figure out how to grow seeds and all the such. So we're going to need a redstone torch. And we are also going to need us couple of pieces of wood. Let's do that, that, and that. Place this here. That's going to kill all of our power. And it's really going to kill our power. Quit. So I'm sure, yeah, that's that's draining our power. Our power situation is not good right now. But we can get zombie flesh. I don't know how much that's going to. There's 4. We're going to need. Each recipe makes 2 of these. We're going to need our normal 24, so we're going to need 12. I hope that's not even right. Really? There we go. Now we've got it. Alright, so I'm going to have to sit here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to make a couple of more. Do I have glass? I got 3 pieces of glass. Oh well. We'll just take the time to sit here and do this. I'm going to make... I've got to make 12 of these. That's going to take just about everything we got. I'm going to have to sit here and do this one at a time because I have yet to make more than 1 siphon in here. So let me get these done and then I will be back. Alright, so we're back. I want to see, before we do this, if we can mix and match these to get the buffs. So let's take this off. Let's put this on. Okay, it does give us absorption. Oh, no, it don't. Well, I wonder if the full set does. I think it does, but I'm not 100% sure. I watched a video on this. There is that. Alright, so let me finish this. Alright, we are back. So our last 2 pieces. There's our full set of armor. And let's see if we get anything for it. No, I thought we did. Alright, now that that's over with, doesn't look like it does. That's alright. We can carry this around on us. And then whenever we get hungry, all we got to do is bring it up. And there we go. And also, if we're got any issues with hearts, we can bring it up. We can take this with us when we go mining. The other ones that there is, flame will give you, basically it's more or less a flint and steel. Orb of darkness, I'm not 100% sure what that one is. Alright, sorry about that. So, and then the other one is the artifact of the divining. These will actually help you in finding ores and stuff like that. And then there's a higher tier for all of that. And I'm not sure about it. Like I said, I watched a tutorial that the mod author done with this. There's actually some pretty neat stuff in this mod pack. Or not this mod pack, but in this mod. So it's something that we might get into. So, next up on our list, actually, we're going to do some work on our mob farm. I need to see about Mob Master. How hard is that to make? Iron spikes. It's a bunch of iron, which we might have. Got 2 stacks there. There's a couple there. Do I have any more in here? It doesn't look like it. Think all of. Let's see if we can make this. But basically, the Lordcraft is the gate for all the other magic mods. Each one, matter of fact, if we complete this quest, I don't remember which one it opens. There's that. The bright one that we done opens up Botania, so I've got that unlocked. And it doesn't look like that one opens anything. Most of them do open something. And my cat is going nuts. Let's go ahead and complete these quests. But yeah, now that we can do that, if we actually, before we do that, we go back to look at these crystals. We're going to have to make each one of them. Damp one is a bucket of water. Dense is coal. Searing is a bucket of lava. Floating was quartz. Bright is glowstone. Dull is obsidian. Verdant is bright crystal, dense, and a mystical flower cluster. So we'll have to at least get into that. That's not hard to do. The spacious is dull and an empowered void crystal and a floating. And the pure is all of them with the void. With Void Catalyst, which is an Eye of Ender and Mana Infused Shard. That is what unlocks Botania. Or not Botania, shoot. Astral Sorcery, which is one of them that I'd like to get into. So, like I said, that's all done with. We're going to start working on our mob farm. I need to get it. We're going to change it over to Cursed Earth. Not yet though. Mob Masher. We want that. We got to make these iron spikes. Let's see what we're going to need. A total of 1, 2, 3 iron blocks. We are going to need to empty our inventory out. Oh no, I want to keep that on me. Put those away. And, alright, so these, we're going to need some swords. We're going to need some more sticks. So that's 1, and that is 2. So we should have what we need to make those spikes. There's those. That should be a quest, actually. Oh, we got to make all that stuff. Well, I'm not worried about that right now. Alright, so that's done. Next up is to make this. We need 2 more swords. We need a block of redstone and 3 diamonds. And that is about the extent of the diamonds we've got right now. There we go. We've got the mob masher. We're going to put this basically in the middle, which is this spot right here. And really? I got a pebble for that. Let's get that. And this should set this to where we can turn it off and on. There we go. Now let's go. Alright, next up on our list to do. Well, whoever that was didn't want to talk to me. So we've got that. Next up, we need to do our cursed earth. Now, I've got plenty of dirt. Actually, before I'd done that, I probably should have let's take this off, just to make sure we don't have any issues with our cursed earth going around. There we go. There's that. We're going to... I'm going to lose my mind today is what I'm fixing to do. We need our drop of evil, which is somewhere. Should be able to do this with it being lit up. Nothing will spawn. All the way across. I don't know. I don't think we can do that. Oh, it did work. Okay. So we got that. That's all done. Now we need to work on some item collection. And I'm going to guess, since the quest wants us to make a absorption hopper, we should do that. Shouldn't be too hard to do. 3 blocks of obsidian. I've Ender may be where we have our issue. Nope, we got that. We've got one of those. We've got chest. We've got obsidian. Actually, you know what? I don't want to use that. I want to use something else. No, I've decided just to go ahead and use that one. I think it'll be alright. I was thinking it wasn't going to be in a big enough area for us to be able to use. But it does say vacuums up in a 7x7x7 area. Which is more or less what we need. We can put that there. That should cover everything. And then we need to make some sort of storage for it. And my question is, how much coal do we have? Not enough. Let's see here. And that has to be coal. It can't be that. We need 4 blocks worth, which is a lot more than that. And we double check. There's 13. That's 30. Well, that's just enough. And there just went all of my power out of here. So there's those. We're going to need some of that. Let's make a small storage crate. Go ahead and make 2. Let's make some chests. Alright. That's not what I wanted to do yet. Let's grab transfer pipe. Let's grab Did I use all my transfer nodes? Nope, got one left. Beautiful. And the only reason why I am doing this is just as a way to give it a little bit of a buffer. Put that there. We want down, set to item. Put that there. We'll put this here. We'll throw a transfer node in between the two. Break some block. Oh, ow, that hurt. That's not going to work. I need some sugar cane. I believe. We want to make some vector plates. Let's check the recipe for these. And we're also going to need slime. That should be enough slime balls. And we need sugarcane. And I don't know how much I've got. I had 1 piece. Never mind, I do know how much I got. I got 1 piece. And it's over here. So I need some more sugar. And I know where to go get it. I'll be back. Alright, we're back. While I was there, I grabbed some rice. That way the next time we need some slime balls, we'll be good to go. So we should have everything we need to make some vector plates. We need, let's do 3 pieces of sugar. That should give us way more than enough to do this. And this is where it's going to get hard. Well, it's taking care of everything, picking it up. Alright, so we've got everything ready to go. Our next bit of business is to see if this is going to work the way I want it to. There we go. Nice and full of food. I think my next goal, oh no, is going to be to put some redstone lights in this. Beautiful. We are getting exactly what I want. Spawns are a little bit slow, but I think it's probably partially because of that. But that's alright. We can let this thing go, and we're good to go. So, I guess with that, that's going to be all. We got through Lordcraft. I'm going to spend some time working on getting the rest of the crystals together. That way we can get into magic. My question for you all, we're not doing any kind of magic stuff next episode. Next episode, we're going to start working on some tech stuff. My question for you all is, what magic mod do you all want to see first? Tania, blood magic, not abyssal craft, because we got to get some better armor and gear and stuff before we get there. We can do astral sorcery. So yeah, whichever mod. There's voidcraft. Voidcraft I'm not too sure about. Probably can't do that one just yet either. So yeah, let me know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I just broke my mana. Dang it.